Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Raven and we are going to finally continue with this Necromancer playthrough. There might be some background noise in this video. I'm terribly sorry, but I have to record during the day for gaming right now because I am using the nights to pre-record for the horror channel because I'm going to be gone for about a month. So sorry if there's some background noise. I will try to edit out as much as I can. So it's been quite a while since I've done voiceovers for these things, but we can get going on this and see where I was at. I will probably be putting in some different music. Oh no, I won't, because this is a real-time thing. I'm just kidding. I lied. I don't even remember what I was doing in this series. So anyway, I was looking ahead at the video for this and I was like Paragon 77 and I recently hit like Paragon 810 or something. So it's been a minute since I have done any of these videos, so I apologize. Didn't realize it's been that long though. All right, let's go. So I think back in this one, the one thing is that I am having to do voiceover for this without actually hearing the like the characters and the music and stuff.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me, but it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
It's possible. We'll have our answers once I retrieve the sword.
Okay, I wanted to stop. I can see when certain people are talking. So if dialogue comes up like that, I can see it and I will stop talking so that you guys can hear the characters, because nothing is more annoying to me than when somebody does a playthrough and talks over the characters. I'm like, I'm watching this for a reason. So I will do my very best to do that. But the program that I could use to do a voiceover and watch this at the same time, for some reason, it glitches every single time and it cuts my audio off at 10 minutes and then it like unsyncs it and it's just a mess. So I have decided to just narrate it separately or do the voiceover separately. I'm so used to saying narrate from my main channel, but do the voiceover separately. And so that is, that's what we're doing. So our objective is, Sword of the Stranger, right? So we have to go to the Fields of Misery.
I was listening to him talk. I bet he comes from Westmarch.
Oh, really? So people from there usually travel by falling.
And yeah, new skills, new runes, super cool. Yeah, Death Nova is a lot of fun. I haven't, I've been so busy with my main Demon Hunter that I haven't played the Necro in a long time. So I think I'll go back to my Mancer and see what's up and do some more gameplay with her soon. She's the only character, while I'm updating skills, she's the only character I have that I'm probably going to do a true playthrough of. Just because there's only so many times that I can go through this same story. But I might go through the end game with a couple characters too. And I have a couple seasonal characters that I'm using as well. So just to give it some variety, I think once you've sort of seen the story, it doesn't really matter what the character was, because the only other thing that you'd be interested in with each character would be like the skills that they get and stuff like that. And I just don't think that it's required that you go through the entire story, the campaign mode, to see that. You can see how they evolve and, you know, in the end game as well, or on bounties or whatever you're doing. So Unless you guys just really, really like the campaign mode and you want me to play through every single character in campaign, I would do that for you. But if you're good with it, I probably won't do that with every character. Treasure Goblin!
I need a corpse.
Get back here. Oh, don't you, Portal. Little jerk. I like how my skeletons are killing all the important things and I'm just over here like, give me your gold! Me in every game. Open your stupid portal. Get your ass back here.
I require a corpse for that.
All my little minions are killing like everything I should be working on. And I'm just like, Goblin! Always. Always. It's nice to be back on this channel. I'm sorry I was away for so long. I really am trying to get like a more consistent schedule down. While we're running around just killing things for the time being, I thought I would let you know that I will be gone from the end of January to the end of February. So I'm going to do my very best to get some content pre-recorded for this channel as well. Obviously my main focus is my main channel because that channel is like my job. So, but I should be able to do, these are much more casual voiceovers and it doesn't require the insane amount of editing that the narration channel does. So I can do a little bit with this channel as well. I also have 2 art channels, a digital art channel and a fine art channel. So I have a lot of work to do before I go. And I have a Patreon as well, mainly for the horror channel. So, yeah, I have that going on. I also have a couple of communities, join button type communities, YouTube communities, whatever they're called, to get going as well. So, a lot of content, a lot of content. But yeah, we're just, I'm gonna try, I think, to do 2 videos. I can't remember if I did 2 videos a week or 1 video a week for this channel on my content schedule while I was gone, but I did schedule a couple things that are at least somewhat consistent. I know for a gaming channel, even twice a week is pretty low as far as volume, but once I get set up, I'll have my own studio kind of, and then starting in like April, May, springtime is when I'll have like an entire dedicated studio all set up for everything I'm doing, and it'll be really cool. So yeah.
Give it more time.
These guys are so obnoxious to kill. I think part of the reason that I don't come back and do this more often is because I have, you know, over 800 Paragon now, currently, as I'm doing this voiceover for you. And so playing with my main character is just so much more satisfying, so I can just fly through and kill everything. And then I come back here and I'm like, I have no gear and I have no skills. I could add my Paragon points to this character, but then that wouldn't be like a true from the beginning playthrough, which is what I was trying to do with this series. So yeah. I wish I could game when I was gone, but my little tiny laptop is really only meant for like keeping up with YouTube premieres and the internet. And that's it. I can do some audio editing on it, but barely. It's just, it wasn't designed for that. It's an HP Stream. It's a good laptop. I mean, for what it is, it's slow, but you know, that's what it was designed for, is basically just to be on the internet and to do very basic things. So I picked it up just for travel. I love this corpse explosion thing too,
No.
by the way. That skill is so much fun. Like, kind of bloody, obviously, but like, hello, it's Diablo, so whatever.
I need a corpse. I'm afraid not.
Glory to you.
Leech is kind of a cool skill
I
too.
need a corpse.
You can like suck the blood out of your enemies and use it for power or something. I don't know. I don't have all the skills right in front of me. I probably should, but we all know that I'm kind of chill. I'm not, clearly not like a competitive Diablo player. I mean, I compete against myself, and I think it's, you know, it's cool that there are leaderboards and stuff, but I'm still new as far as I'm concerned.
I must have a corpse.
I've only been playing for a few months, so as far as anybody is concerned, I'm still a new player, so I'm just casually playing this game now, but it's fun. I play it a lot, but yeah, I'm not doing anything too serious. I'm not the person to like give advice and insight and whatever, you know, but I set that
I'm afraid
expectation from the outset with this channel that is really just to hang out and have fun and casually watch games. I enjoy just watching gameplay. Kind of like Jacksepticeye is, I mean, he obviously has much more energy than I do, but his style is different. But the way that he just kind of goes through games to see what they're like, and he's not walking into them as an expert to give strategy and stuff. It's just more for entertainment, and that spirit is how I see what I'm doing here. Not that I'm comparing myself to him, but just that kind of vibe of like doing it for entertainment and just chatting with your audience. I really like that a lot. So Fields of Misery at long last. I'm sure it annoys some people that I like kill everything everywhere on the way to do something specific, but like that's how you gain levels and stuff, so at least that's how I like to level up. So I always run around and try to kill as many things as possible, even though it's not technically part of the objective. But so now we're searching for the cause or a den in the Fields of Misery. I always hate this part. I know there's like a couple of specific places that the den can be, or that it tends to spawn. I can't remember what they are right now. I think it's like top left and somewhere to the lower right or something like that of the map. But the thing is, in the Fields of Misery, even if you're not trying to kill everything for XP or whatever, there's really no universe in which you're gonna find the den without having to get in a lot of battles, even if you know where you're going, because you have to cover a large span of, you know, distance. So it's always kind of a process.
I require a corpse for that.
Having these skeleton dudes is like super convenient to have them. It's a little obnoxious because they clatter when they walk, and so if you're just playing on your own and you have the sound up to listen for like treasure goblins or whatever, it's just this constant shit like clattering. So, but like kind of ASMR, so okay. The sound design in this game is particularly cool. I think they did a great job. And I think they did a really good job with things like grass and water. And like, I mean, even though it's like a decade old, it's still really, it's actually kind of more impressive because it's an older game, but they just did such a great job. I mean, it's Blizzard, obviously. No, yeah, it's Blizzard, but, so they always do a great job. And seeing some of the gameplay from Diablo 4, I'm super excited. I think someone was playing as like a demon hunter and they like scaled a wall, like climbed up the wall, and I was like, what? We can do that now? Or when it comes out? I know they're saying it's still going to be a long time, maybe not even this year, I thought was the last thing we heard, but I haven't been keeping as close up to date with those updates as I should, but I figure when it comes out, I won't miss it. Like, everybody will be talking about it, and then I'll know. So...
I'm afraid not.
If I'm not mistaken, I spent this entire episode looking for this stupid den. But again, I have through episode like 10, 8 recorded, so, and it's been a long time since I've recorded anything for this particular series, so I don't quite remember because I recorded this one a long time ago, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this entire episode was in the Fields of Misery, which is just so annoying. I can't figure out why my potion keeps lighting up red. That was weird. Well, I didn't notice that at the time. So, Paragon points. I'm not sure why I opened my Paragon points because I don't use them on this character. So that seems, unless I decided to. Oh, I think, yeah. Apparently I decided to. That's technically cheating. Not cheating in the game, obviously, but it's not truly like a playthrough from the very beginning if I'm doing that. I think at a certain point I was like, screw it. It's just taking so much time. And it's slow, so I guess I did decide to put Paragon points on this character. I didn't know I did that. I didn't remember doing that. I probably just got impatient and fed up and was like, no. I'm making this easier on myself. I mean, in a way, it's not the worst thing because you still see the playthrough of the campaign, which was the point. It would just be significantly harder if you didn't already have Paragon points, but I probably just figured at a certain point it was really dumb to not use them, but my purism only lasted so long. And yeah, I only went up that little pathway because I needed to be out of the way of being attacked so I could do my Paragon thing. So I knew that that's not where I was supposed to go, but I ran up there to do that. In case you were wondering.
I'm afraid
That poison, man, gets you every time. Khazra-dûn? No. Wah, wah, wah. But like, let's kill everything anyway.
I need a corpse.
Prepare for a long fight!
Give it more time.
Things take so long to kill when you're this early on in the game.
I understand so much more now. Give it more time.
I like the color grading in this Lost Mine. It's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm standing around waiting for. Sorry about that. Even my skeleton dudes are like, we gonna fight or? Someone must have come in. I must have been interrupted or something. If this keeps up for too long, I will do a cut. Okay. I put a cut there. Just literally, you missed absolutely nothing. I was literally just standing in place for like 5 solid minutes. I have no idea. I probably had to leave the room for something and just forgot I was filming or didn't pause the recording or whatever. But that's alright. More monsters to kill. I also got a bunch of new games over the holidays because there were a bunch of sales on Steam. So I have The Witcher, I have, I think, Dragon Age, and just a bunch of games. Sekiro, is that how you say it? Is that, I don't have it in front of me. I'll make a list in the, oh, I don't have the community tab, damn. Well, I'll somehow update you guys on what I'm playing and try to get your input on it. But I'll probably just start a bunch of series and keep up with them randomly because that sounds like me. Yay, new skills. Well, new runes. For that one, anyway. Oh, it was Siphon Blood, not Leech, that I was using earlier. My bad.
I'm afraid not.
Boom. I just love the corpse explosion thing. I get so much satisfaction out of that skill. I don't know what that says about me, but... Huh. Resplendent chest. I like how I've been ignoring the weapons and stuff that I could give my Templar this entire episode. I don't think I'd played enough yet to kind of really understand that I could outfit him and that I should keep his stuff upgraded as well. But it drives me crazy to watch it now because I'm like, give him some things. He'll be more effective. But you live, you learn.
That is not possible.
Those little burrowing leapers, I hate those things. Not because they're particularly difficult to kill, just because they're annoying. They just come out of nowhere. You just hop around and you're just like, yeah, die. They're like the crickets of the game. Like monster crickets, but still. Siphon blood, yes. But yeah, they're like crickets. They're just, those little burrowing leapers are just everywhere. And I'm dead. Okay. Good.
The night embraces you.
I'm curious to see what endgame Necromancer looks like and all the skills you get, but I can't imagine a scenario in which I wouldn't use the corpse explosion skill. But I thought that about Demon Hunter skills that I have no use for anymore, or that I just don't use with my build, so never know.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
I like how I just stand right in the path of the lasers that are trying to kill me. Clearly I had been playing this game a long time. Well, the sad part is I'd already been through this whole thing. Like I should have known this by now to like get out of the way, but I didn't get very adept at like maneuvering and getting out of the way of things while also trying to kill things for like a really long time. I have a pretty slow learning curve sometimes with like the actual play style of games, but once I kind of get it together, then I get better at things and I can figure it out. But I don't know. Yeah, see, I'm like, oh, evade, there you go. But yeah, it took me a long time to, I mean, it's not that I didn't know that I should be doing that, it's just the multitasking necessary to like get out of the way of things while also strategically killing things while also everything else. I'm not that great at figuring out how to do that in games like right away. Like I feel like some people are just so natural at games that they can just land in a game and be like, got it. And I am not that player. I just not. It takes me a while to, a lot of field experience necessary, you know. But then once I get it, I get it. So, but I'm still learning how to get better at that. It's the mechanics of games that are sort of the actual like finger coordination, you know, in playing games of physical coordination that I'm not always that good at. But I guess that's why you just keep playing and then you get better with practice. Just like with drawing, I used to not be able to draw at all, and now that's like a second job outside of the horror channel. So yeah, just gotta keep doing things and not put too much pressure on yourself. I think you should always have fun. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to learn as much as quickly. Am I just going to ignore that entire upper right side of the cave? Okay, cool. Cool, we're gonna, great. Watch me walk past this left side too. Oh, so we're gonna go explore this, but we're gonna completely ignore a whole like branch of the cave. All right, got it. Cool. Cool, dude. At a certain point, I probably just figured like, oh, I really need to find Khazra Den and I'm tired of this cave. But like that annoys me so much that there was just like one little area of that cave I didn't get to. Clearly my ability to tolerate incompleteness. That's not a word, is it? Maybe. But things not being done thoroughly and fully had not yet set in. Now that would drive me insane if I went into a cave, especially one that was that relatively small and didn't complete, like didn't go through the whole thing. That would drive me insane now. But sometimes I think you just, especially if you, like I knew I needed to finish the Khazra Den, like the Sword of the Stranger at least objective before this episode ended, and I probably was just tired and was like, okay, let's get on with it. Alright, so assuming I don't stand in place anymore in this episode and have to skip past it, there's like 16 minutes left, so not long now. I know this one was kind of a longer episode, but the longer ones seem to do better, so apparently you guys like that. Get him!
I'm afraid not.
Dude, those poison plants or something else. I think it was my demon hunter, maybe? That got to a point where like it was so poison intolerant. So I had to roll for some better gear that had poison resist in it. I had a lot of resist all because of Paragon points at that point, but at this point all of them are maxed out, but yeah. Poison and lightning are the two. I think the build I'm using now is more lightning sensitive, so I had to add lightning resist on my Demon Hunter build. But the Necromancer seems pretty sturdy in a lot of areas, like, but that's just from the very limited amount of playtime I have with this character too, so I don't know. Yeah, I think I have 4 or 5 more episodes of this I need to do a voiceover for. I want to try to get some gameplay done of Little Nightmares, but I'll probably actually end up doing that game on the horror channel, like on a stream or something, or maybe not a stream, but I'll probably record it over there. Just because it's such an interesting game, but it's technically a horror game, so it seems more like I should put it on that channel maybe, but I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. I kind of like to keep things in their, you know, on the channel they belong to, like gaming with gaming, but also like horror gaming is still horror, so I'm conflicted. I know a lot of horror narrators stream games of all kinds,
It's hard to tell
but I tend to be very particular about theming. So I will probably end up putting all the gaming stuff here. But
That is not possible. I understand
level
so
up.
much more now.
Yes. Those savage beasts are cool looking, even if they're really annoying to kill sometimes, depending on the level of your character. But yeah, another level. Sweet. Love it. That level happened really fast. Why am I hovering over that? There's nothing else I can do there. Okay. Oh, I probably wanted to read what it was so I could compare the other available skills. That makes sense. Death Note was very fun. I think that took the place of my golem, it would seem. Every time I see this passive skill, Commander of the Risen Dead, I think of the show The 100, because one of the characters also goes by the Commander of Death, and so it just reminds me of that when I see that. If you're a fan of that show, let me know. I was introduced to that show relatively recently, so I've been binging it. It's awesome. If you haven't watched The 100, or if you started watching it and you thought it was going to be a dumb, like, shallow, poorly written YA or something, no, it is. Just give it a minute. Especially in season 2, it finally starts to really take off and get kind of crazy. So it's awesome. I think you'll like it. Still looking for the den, huh? Okay. One of these days. Am I really going to go look at the thing that I already looked at? Yeah, okay. It's already exposed on the map, so clearly I've already been there. Things you learn later on. But sometimes also I just double check things just to make sure, even though I already know. It's like the way I hit Control-C like 10 times to make sure something's really copied before I paste it. Anyone else do that?
No.
Just me? Okay.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
I actually did a pretty good job at evading that time, but I'm not sure I did that on purpose. I think it was just an accident that I was headed in a direction that was away from the laser thing. But eventually I figure it out though.
An incredible feat.
Oh my gosh. Die already. These things take forever when you're not, like, leveled up very far. Everything takes forever when you're not leveled up very far, to be fair. Alright. There's only 7 minutes left of this recording though, so I must find the den eventually. It's kind of fun to record it and then go back a lot later, because it's kind of like a reaction to my own crap, you know? Because I don't remember what I did. Ew. I think I just wanted to see what the teeth rune did, but I don't like teeth. Like anything to do with teeth, I can't handle it. Ew. I'm surprised I left that on that long, because that is really disgusting. I cannot do teeth. There are a lot of gory things that don't bother me. The idea of it just being teeth, ugh, I don't know. I don't know what kind of... Oh my gosh, still not the Khazra Den? I hope. I must not have decided to go in there because I would have more than 6 minutes left of this recording at this point. I wonder if I never found it or something, and I just decided to break it into 2 episodes. That would be really annoying. Hopefully I didn't do that. If I did end up doing that, if there's another recording that's a part of this, I will splice them together, you know, and make it a single episode, because I think I sort of have a rule when I do... I think we found it. I think I have a kind of a rule for myself when I do this, though, that, like, I have to finish the objective before I end the video. So I must find it pretty soon here. Yes! Find the glowing sword shard. Let's do it. Finally found that stupid den.
I'm afraid not.
Kill her.
Are we gonna find the sword? I have like 4 minutes left. This must have been a very quick battle. I think it's Magd. No, maybe it's not Magda. I have no idea where where I am in this storyline at this point. Oh, Yurik.
Pointless display.
Legendary, sweet.
There's the sword piece.
Oh yeah.
Who are you
See,
to take what is mine?
It belongs to another.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I
I
am
knew she was
Magda,
here.
and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
Then you have made an enemy.
Yeah.
Very well.
Sorry for talking over her. I didn't notice that.
Begin.
I was like, I could have sworn Magda was in here. And she was. Apparently I remember more than I thought I did. Of course, I've also been through this storyline like 10 times.
Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only...
But still, I don't remember as much as you would think that I would.
More devious than she appears.
Alright, back to King, back to town. Give him the shard, listen to what he has to say, and we will be done.
I recovered a piece of the sword, but members of a coven are pursuing it as well.
Uncle Deckard, they sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
They know where the next piece is. Their leader said it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
All right, that is where I leave you for this one. I know I didn't start the Drowned Temple Broken Blade thing till next time. So thank you so much for being here. So sorry that it took me so long to get this whole series going again, but thanks for your patience. And like I said, over my trip, I will attempt to schedule out some content for you guys so you have something to watch here while I'm away. I do hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Hope you've been enjoying this so far. Subscribe if you want to see more gaming stuff. I'll leave my other channels linked down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.